Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you. I am glad that you've joined me for yet another edition of 5 Minutes with Phil. And it's great to have you here with me. Today, I'm going to have us take a look at a book in the Old Testament. And it's one of the first 5 books. In fact, the 5th book, Deuteronomy, is where we're going to look at today. And there is a kind of a challenge and a promise from God's Word that I want to share with you today that I think would be just a real blessing to you. So take a look in the screen. Let me read the first verse to you. We're in Deuteronomy chapter 30, and we're going to start in verse 19. Now here's what it says. It says, "Today I have given you the choice between life and death, between blessings and curses. Now I call on heaven and earth to witness the choice that you make. Oh, that you would choose life, so that you and your descendants might live." Okay, so let's pause here for a second, because I think there's something really, really important that we need to bring out here, and that's the fact that serving God, okay, is a deliberate choice. Like any other relationship, okay, relationships don't just happen. Relationships don't just take place out of nowhere. Okay, relationships, every relationship, including our relationship with God, it takes work. And it is a choice that we make to say, I will serve the Lord. It's not a habit. It's not a hobby. It's not a hang-up. It's not a pastime. It's something that we choose to do. And with that, there comes, I think, the blessing of God for our lives. So we have to be deliberate. What I'm trying to tell you, we have to be deliberate about our relationship with God and say, you know what, I'm going to serve God today. And some days that's going to be easier than the other. Some days it's going to be tougher than the other. But the question is, okay, how do I do that? Okay, that's kind of a big generic term, Pastor Phil. How do I go about doing that? Okay, look again on the screen at the next verse. It says this: "You can make this choice by loving the Lord your God, obeying Him, and committing yourself firmly to Him. This is the key to your life. And if you love and obey the Lord, you will live long in the land the Lord swore to give your ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." So this is directed, obviously, to the Israelites. It's directed to the people of God on their way to the Promised Land, actually as they're coming into the Promised Land. And there's this challenge. It's like, okay, now if you really want the blessings of God, then you've got to decide and be deliberate about loving the Lord your God. Again, how do you do that? We get a few things here to help us. Okay, first of all, we make that choice by loving God. We make that choice by obeying God. So whatever this word says, we do, right? We make that choice by choosing to commit ourselves firmly to Him. That's why I say that it's not a pastime and it's not a hobby. It's not an escape route that we run to when we're in trouble. A relationship with God and serving God is so much more than that. And today I just want to challenge you to really make a point to be deliberate in serving God. And that includes choosing to love Him, choosing to obey Him, and choosing to commit yourself firmly to the Lord no matter what. And I believe that we see, as the Israelites were promised great things and great blessings for doing that, I think we are too. I think blessing comes from making the deliberate choice to serve Jesus. And if we could grasp that today, I think God will do something pretty special. So that's my challenge to you today. Let's be deliberate about serving Jesus. Okay? Thanks for joining me. Love you. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.